To watch the full lecture of all subjects, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the bell icon because whenever I post the new videos, you will get the immediate notifications. Join our WhatsApp group to stay updated with the latest BCom videos. You can also join using the link provided in description. Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In my part 1 video, I had discussed the theoretical concept of departmental accounts. So what are the steps involved in the preparation of departmental accounts? So from this particular video, we will be starting to solve the problems related to departmental accounts. As I had told you that in the part 1 video, that first step will be preparation of trading account of departments, and second step will be preparation of P&L account of departments. So in this particular video, we will be seeing a question where we have to prepare a departmental trading and profit and loss account. So the question is on the right side of the screen, and I will be using the Excel to solve the problems. So I will be using Excel to solve the problems. So now first let us see the question. From the following particulars, prepare a departmental trading and P&L account for the year ended 31st March 2020. So we have two different departments. Department A is there and Department B is there. We have Department A and Department B. So in Department A, they have given opening stock 5,000, purchases made during the year 60,000, sales 80,000 and closing stock is 10,000. For Department B, they have given opening stock as 7,000, purchases during the year as 50,000, sales 75,000 and closing stock is 8,000. Apart from these two, they have given some common expenses. These all are common expenses. Whatever I have highlighted in green color, these are all common expenses, and we need to apportionate these expenses into the department. So they have given wages and carriage 15,500, rent, rates and insurance 31,000, office salary 7,750, printing and stationery 3,100. And they have even also given that expenses are to be apportioned based on turnover of each department. So we have to divide these 4 common expenses based on the turnover of each department. Now what is turnover? Turnover is the sales. So if you see, sales of Department A is 80,000 and sales of Department B is 75,000. Based on these two turnover values, we have to divide these expenses. Prepare the departmental trading and profit and loss account for both departments and apportion the expenses in proportion to the turnover of each department. Now let us see how to do it. Now first let us apportionate the expenses. So first we will do the apportionment of expenses. Now there are 4 expenses that has to be apportioned based on turnover. Now when we look into the turnover, what is the turnover of Department A? Department A turnover is 80,000 and Department B turnover is 75,000. Here also you can see in question, sales of Department A is 80,000 and sales of Department B is 75,000. Now if you check the total of 80,000 plus 75,000, it is 1,55,000. It will be 1,55,000. I think now you can see the screen very clearly. Now first we will do for wages and salary. Now what is the total wages and salary? See the question. The total wages and salary is 15,500. So for Department A, it will be 15,000 into. So what is the turnover of Department A? Department A turnover is 80,000. So 15,500 into 80,000 divided by what is the total turnover? 1,55,000. So this is very important. So when you do that, you will get the expenses apportioned for that particular Department A. So out of 15,500, 8,000 will be belonging to Department A. Similarly, we will do it for Department B. So for department B, so what is the total expenses of wages and salary? It is 15,500. But for department B, the turnover is 75,000. So 15,500 into 75,000 divided by total turnover. What is total turnover? Total turnover is 1,55,000. When we divide it, I will get 7,500. Again, this is the wages and salary for department B. Now the next expense that we have to divide is rent, rates and taxes. If you see in the question, the total rent, rates and taxes is 31,000. Now this has to be divided between two various departments. So department A and department B. So when we look into department A, 31,000 is the total rent, rates and insurance. The turnover for department A is 80,000 and total turnover is 1,55,000. So 31,000 into 80,000 divided by 1,55,000. If I do, I will get 16,000 as department A's rent, rate and insurance. Similarly, I will do it for department B. So 31,000 is the total rent, rates and insurance expense. 75,000 is the turnover of department B and the total turnover is 1,55,000. So I am getting the value as 15,000. Now what is the next expenses that we have to divide? It is office salary. So first let us divide for department A. So total office salary is 7,750 into department A turnover is 80,000 and total turnover is 1,55,000. So when we divide it, I'll get the value 4,000. Similarly, let us do it for department B. So for department B, 7,750 is the total office salary. In that, department B's turnover is 75,000 and total turnover is 1,55,000. So when I divide it, I'll get the value 3,750. Now we have last expenses, that is printing and stationery. So when we look into printing and stationery, for department A, let us calculate first. So the total printing and stationery expenses are 3,100 and turnover of department A is 80,000 and total turnover is 1,55,000. We will get the value as 1,600. Next, let us calculate it for department B. So again 3,100 is the expenses of printing and stationery and department B's turnover is 75,000 and the total turnover is 1,55,000. So when we divide it, we will get the value as 1,500. Now that we have apportioned all the expenses, we can now prepare the trading and P&L account. So let us prepare the trading and P&L account. So now let us come back to our question. So first what they have given? They have given opening stock. So this, as I told you in part 1 video, that we will be following columnar method. So your P&L account looks like this: particulars, then department A, department B and total of both the departments, and again in the credit side also you will have the same values. Now opening stock. So opening stock will be recorded in debit side. So what is the opening stock of department A? Opening stock of department A is 5,000 and opening stock of department B is 7,000. So the total opening stock will be 12,000. So next they have given purchases made during the year. So they have given details about purchases. Purchases is always recorded in debit side. So I am recording purchases. For department A it is 60,000. Department B it is 50,000 and the total will be 1,10,000. Next they have given sales. Sales will be recorded in credit side. So I will record the sales in credit side. So for department A the total sales is 80,000 and for department B the total sales is 75,000. The total of which is 1,55,000. Next they have given closing stock. Closing stock also will be recorded in the credit side. Okay, so for department A it is 10,000 and department B is 8,000, the total of which will be 18,000. So next we have to apportionate the expenses. So for expenses, we will look into the working note whatever we have done. So first, what are the expenses we have calculated? That is wages and salary. So I will make it as to wages and salary. Actually it is carriage. I'm sorry, I'll change here. Wages and carriage. Yes. So we have only calculated it. So for department A it is 8,000 and department B is 7,500. So the same value whatever we have calculated here, I am putting it over here. Now when we look into other expenses, rent, rate and insurance, office salary, printing and stationery, these are all indirect expenses. In trading account we will only show the direct expenses. Now we will do the total. Check which side is coming more, debit side or credit side. In this problem, credit side is coming more. So what is the total of credit side? 90,000 for department A, 83,000 for department B, and the total will be 1,73,000. So the same values I will write it in the left side. Now from 90,000 subtract 5,000, 60,000 and 80,000. You will get a value that is 17,000. From 83,000 subtract all these three values 7,000, 50,000 and 7,500. You will get 18,500 as your value. From 1,73,000 subtract all these three values 12,000, 1,10,000 and 15,500. You will get 35,500. This is nothing but your gross profit. So you have got your gross profit. So what is the next step you have to do? Next step you have to prepare your P&L account. So gross profit, carry it down. Now I will bring down that gross profit to the credit side. So gross profit brought down will also be the same. Okay. Now let us write all the indirect expenses and indirect incomes in your P&L account. So what are the indirect expenses we have? In this question we have totally 3 indirect expenses. Now what are those 3 indirect expenses we are having? First one is rent, rates and insurance. Second one is office salary. And third one is printing and stationery. So we have totally 3 indirect expenses. First let us write rent, rates and insurance. So I have written rent, rates and insurance. So we have already divided it. So for department A is 16,000 and for department B it is 15,000. So I am writing the same thing over here. 16,000, 15,000. The total will be 31,000. So the next indirect expense is office salary. So for office salary again for department A it is 4,000 and department B it is 3,750. The total will be 7,750. Speaking about the third indirect expenses is printing and stationery. For department A it is 1,600 and department B it is 1,500. The total of which will be 3,100. And in our question there is no indirect income. So credit side only gross profit will be there. Now do the total. Which side you will get more? I think debit side you will get more. So add 16,000, 4,000 and 1,600. You will get 21,600. Add 15,000, 3,750 and 1,500. You will be getting 20,250. And add 31,000 and 7,750 and 3,100. You will be getting 41,850. The same total, write it in the credit side and subtract 17,000 from 21,600. You will get 4,600. And from 20,250 you subtract 18,500. You will be getting 1,750. From 41,850 subtract 35,500. You get 6,350. Since we are getting it in the credit side, it is nothing but it is net loss. So in this problem we have got the net loss for each department. So this is how you need to solve the problem. Hope you have understood how to solve this problem. If you have any doubt you can ask your doubts in the comment box once you try this problem by yourself, and that time also I think you should be able to do it. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe my channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and in my next video I'll be coming up with some more problems related to departmental accounts. Join our WhatsApp group to stay updated with the latest BCom videos. You can also join using the link provided in description.